Okay, here's the next one up for probing. This here is a 42355. 42355. A Philco from 1942. It is a waterfall front, slanted radio, slanted front. Um, that we're I've already got the dial plate ready to go on this. The knobs, I'm gonna have to check and see about these knobs. I think they're the old 41 types. You know, the 1 inch round with knurling on the edges. They look almost black. I believe those are the ones for this radio, and if it is, I have some waiting in the wings for this. Dial cloth I already got. I just need to figure out which type I want to put on it. I have to look back at the other two that I did of this. Um, the cabinet is in a lot better shape than the last one was. I think the last one, it came apart on me while I was trying to take the radio out of it. Uh, it's got its dingies and its thingies, its rubbings and stuff. There's a little bit of a veneer loss right there, but that's not a problem. I think at least the back plate on this thing looks solid. The other one was, I had to replace it. A little scuffing and rubbing here, nothing serious. The biggest thing that I want to concern myself with is not taking this faux finish off. Now, I can't remember if I did on the first 355 that I did. I may have had to take it off, but I'm going to try and lightly bring it back the best I can. These are very difficult to deal with, and I don't know if you can get these. I used to know somebody that I could get these from, but after having a bad experience with some of the items that they offered, um, I never went back to them. So I try to salvage these as much as possible. Either that or just remove them and do my own faux type finish on it to kind of make up for it. The decaling is not a problem. This brass band right here is a little wrinkly, but I think we can get that back in order. All the buttons look good. No warping and no shrinking or melting. This is one of those push off radios. Push any of these buttons here and you'll turn the radio on. To turn it off, you just push the off button. These are backlit things. Anytime you push one of these, it opens a little felt door and allows the light to shine through the back side of the label, so you can see which button is depressed. This has broadcast shortwave, about the center of the shortwave band, and then it has the old FM. These are channel numbers, not frequency numbers. And I have I don't know if you checked the former radio that I did. I think it was, I can't remember. It'll be posted. There'll be a link to it in the end of the video. Um, I've got a frequency shifter that I've got ready, that I'm gonna experiment with this radio to see if I can bring that FM band into this dimension, so to speak, um, and therefore making this one here a viable FM radio, at least to the degree where you can pick up between 90 and 106 or something like that. I'm not really sure what the limits of that thing are, but I know you won't be able to get the entire band, but you'll get a lot more than you get with this thing. This thing here is a doorstop. Okay, looking around the back, it has been visited because I see there is a polarized power cord on it. Doesn't look like anything else was touched here, so I'm guessing that this thing has at least the electrolytic caps replaced in it. The speaker looks like it's all one color. The cone looks like it's all there. The dial string is all screwed up, and looks like all the tubes are there. Get those checked out. The cabinet label is partially there. That's not a problem. I have a program that I recreate these, so nothing else under the thing. Let's check the bottom side. It looks good. Everything's there, and looks structurally sound. It's going to get a new FM dipole. This is going to come out and get bathed and cleaned up and sealed. And so let me get the chassis out, and we'll take a look at it. Stand by. All right, got the thing out of the cabinet. Speakers out of the cabinet. Everything is out of the cabinet except for the backing plate for the grill cloth, and we'll get to that soon enough. Here, the chassis is out. It's not in real bad shape. Pretty good shape, as a matter of fact. You get a little superficial rust here, as usual, and spottiness on some of these steel screws, and wherever they may have spot welded the thing. A little tiny bit on some of the other steel parts, but for the most part, good shape. All these seem to spin freely. Here are the little pads I was telling about behind the buttons. You push them in and they go back with the depressed button, and I don't know if you can see them in there. There's a couple of lamps, one right there in the middle of the screen, and the other one right behind that paddle right there. There's enough light in there to light up London and the dial, and that's what backlights your chingazo here in the back of those labels. So we're going to get all that taken apart, all this stripped off, all that stripped off and everything, but first we're going to do a checkout on this thing and see if it's going to break our heart or light our fire. The speaker is in great shape. It's as good a shape as the other one's in. I'll have to go in there and take a real close look at that spider. Make sure that it has not come loose from the voice coil cone or is cracked in any way. Let's see. The moment of truth. Well, the electrolytics are still in place, but that audio transformer has been replaced. These are notorious for, these are push-pull, and I'm surprised that they replaced that audio transformer, and I don't see any caps or any resistors that are replaced in the area of the audio output tubes. So this one may be cooked also, because I've never seen an instance where the bypass caps on the power output didn't cause grief in the audio transformer. So we're going to double check that. There's very little rubber wiring in here. Sorry about pointing off into space when I should be focused more on where I'm pointing. But yeah, all this here is cloth covered wire, and real flexible. So there might not be a great deal of grief right around in here. That little whisker right there. Let's see, the last one I did, I don't think I had to take I replaced a lot of the wiring into these switches, but not every last one of them. Oh, that thing is broken. For some reason, we'll fix it. Okay, all the caps are there. Yeah. This one here might be a good candidate. If it does half as good as the others. Okay, so the antenna is out, that is out, this is out, I am out, over and out. Okay, so we'll get started on this thing here as soon as we clear off our bench so that we can maneuver and think. Stay tuned.